I think this whole situation is creating multiple ripple effects in our economy, our organizations, and families. And one of the questions that are arising for me is what could be the impacts from this forced global workforce arrangement beyond COVID, even? And one of the things in our findings is we're seeing companies create new systems and processes using social media platforms or online platforms to work together and engage better with their teams. In the case of Lazada, they have their own internal systems that they've been using for years. So that helped to smoothen out the transition process to work from home. We're also seeing teams become more aware of their time spent on tasks and wanting to complete their goals for the day so that they're able to better balance their responsibilities at home. And one of the biggest things that I really hope stays is we're hearing teams become more aware of their role in the bigger picture, understanding how me delaying this process actually affects the whole productivity of the organization. They're starting to appreciate their employers and employees too, likewise, seeing that people are putting in a lot of effort despite a crisis and doing a lot of things to help support one another. There's a greater sense of community, empathy, and responsibility that's arising from this, and I just hope that stays. And my big question would be to HR and organizations in what can we do now to explore the improvements so that you can change or adjust the ways of working and create a sustainable new way of working as we move forward.
What happened is companies were complacent in their disaster management plan. They had many excuses to not have it. They were either talking about their expenses, their budgets, or even worrying about whether they even need it or not. So for example, there's this company who deals with data, and they had their contingency set. Their employees could now then work from home without compromising the security aspect of those very crucial data. But on the other hand, there are companies, for instance, the hospital industry, had this virtual private network on their premise only. So what that meant is the employees now have to go to that hospital premise to actually have those work done. This is a lockdown, and it's very risky and it's dangerous as well as it's contagious. And that actually paints the bigger picture of understanding and also testing the sustainable metrics of a company, because crisis always will happen. And the crisis defines sustainability. So understanding that financial stress, do I have enough capital to move forward? Do I have multiple revenue streams? Do I have alternative portfolios to work with? Have I mapped the issue enough to understand the action versus the outcome? And do I have surge resources which I can capitalize just now to survive this period? It's very important to understand that this is a change. Crisis brings change. COVID is the new change. So do we then now count the days on when it will end? Or how can we make these days count today against this common enemy that we have, which is not in our control? That leads to the bigger question. How can we make this crisis the new revolution?
In our next episode, we're going to explore the matter of accountability and trust within teams and some solutions we think could help organizations.
Book your free consulting conversation with us by dropping us a message or emailing us.
Be a bud. Join us as we journey together towards better growth and performance.
Thank you and have a great growth week ahead.